pizza, run.
Run, pizza, run.
Tony Pizza, they were calling out your name. Every week another story, every day another game.
When Joey came looking, you had somewhere else to be.
Different road, different state, another mystery.
Down in Florida, the phones rang loud,
but somehow you disappeared into the crowd.
Then Argyle Park, RoboCop by the side.
Streetlights asking,
where did Tony hide?
Run, pizza, run.
Every time the truth comes knocking at your door.
Run, pizza, run.
Leave another explanation on the floor.
Run, pizza, run. How many places can one shadow run? Run, pizza, run.
The story changes when the day is done.
Then Kaz came searching through the noise, but silence answered louder than 100 voices. Now you say you never knew,
never saw, never been,
but nobody can find the legend you keep selling.
blaming everybody else for every wrong turn road.
Living on excuses with a heavy overload.
Panhandler profit with 1,000 city tales.
Big talk sails fast when reality derails.
You spoke about a young girl fighting cancer,
Like pain was cheap,
like suffering had no answer,
words thrown cold into a darkened sky.
like somebody's heartbreak was just passing by.
But karma sees all through the smoke and noise, through reckless words and borrowed poise.
You can laugh today,
You can curse, deny,
but every echo circles back in time.
FPS touched down after the call was made.
Florida sun burning, but you stayed in the shade.
7 long days of ducking every round.
Funny how thunder gets quiet when footsteps hit the ground.
Every chapter bigger than the last one told.
Silver tongue fiction wrapped in fool's gold.
You can run through states, through names, through night,
The truth got a long memory.
and patience for the fight.
Run, pizza, run. Smoke and mirrors fade beneath the light.
Run, pizza, run.
Run, pizza, run. Every story fights another story tonight.
Oh,
Run, pizza, run.
karma's watching though you're miles away.
Run, pizza, run.
You can run,
But the echoes stay.
Yizzo, what's going on, everybody? All right. 64 people to start. Nice. Guys, hit the like button, please, and hit it quickly. Hurry! Hurry! Helmsley, fake Marine, real asshole. Where is Helmsley today? Let me see. Who we got? Johnny Provolone. Yes, absolutely. Sally, you got dollar, Mimo? Miss Can't Be Wrong. Nick Valente. Frank, is it Fidelio? That sounds okay. That sounds similar to. Anyway, Jennifer 4x4, Soto. Let's see. Hey now, I shouted you out already, right? Yeah, I think so. I think I just did. Michael Hensley, we love you more. Anthony Bertucci. Yeah, we will. If probably gonna ignore him after this, you know what I mean? But I thought, why not have a little fun, one last time? Because I mean, how long am I gonna fucking indulge this dickhead and engage with him? You know what I mean? Fuck that. He's not like anybody. He's just, and I'm gonna show you today what a nobody he is, because this is gonna be the best exposure probably since Vinnie Green, because it's very similar to the Vinnie Green one. If you guys remember the Vinnie Green exposure, which was just brilliant on my part, this is before anybody really on MobTube was doing reverse image search and stuff. This guy, Vinnie Green, who was a troll, posted a picture of this like mega supercomputer. And he was talking about it. This is my computer. How did he talk? This is my computer, guys. I have many of them, but this one is mine. You know, some shit like that. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Was it in Full Metal Jacket? Nah. But he would show Lamborghinis. He would show all kinds of shit. You know, this is mine, and I'm rich, and hey, everybody. And, that's how he would talk. And he had everybody believing, because these idiots, these mob fucking simp people lack complete and total critical thinking skills. Complete and total. Okay? If somebody tells them something, they just believe it. I mean, it's unbelievable. BK, all kinds of fucking people were on Vinnie Green's dick. They thought he had them believing he was the real Vinnie Green Faraci, like a made guy and shit. Absurd. Jeff Nadeau even fell for this horse shit. He could say he didn't, but he did. But a lot of people did. Of course, I didn't. Because again, guys, you should always listen to me. You should always listen to me. Believe me, I'm the one that's always right. Someday I'm going to have to remind you guys about the whole politics thing and remind you how right I was about exactly what's going on right now. Anyway, years ago, I told you this was going to happen. But this guy, he posted a picture of this computer, and I said, "There's no way that's his." He's telling everybody he's rich and all that. This guy. There's no way. People that wealthy are not sitting on here doing this horse shit. They're not. Okay, and not just that, but when a guy, I told you, when a guy shows or refuses to show his face or tell you his real name, he's full of shit. Anything he's telling you is a lie. If he's telling anything he's telling you about himself, at least, is a lie. Okay, it's a made up story. So anyway, one day I see this picture of this supercomputer, and I fucking take a screenshot of it, and I did a reverse image search. And what did I find? It belonged to some guy in, I don't even remember anymore, Pakistan or some shit. It was, he got the picture from online, and he just posted it on MobTube and claimed it was his. And all the dolts like Dominic Korea and all these people are in his chat like, wow, man, great job. That's beautiful. They believe it's his. So I did a little screen recording of myself doing the whole process, showing his picture on his channel, doing the reverse image search, showing the real picture, all that stuff. That's similar to what's going to happen today. Very similar. Brad Beil, I've been telling you guys for a few days now, right, that he is full of shit. And this is before I really looked into anything. Now, we did check him out years ago, but I don't remember much from back then. But I've been telling you, he's full of shit. He doesn't own any businesses. He's not rich. He doesn't have any huge houses. He doesn't have supercars. He doesn't have any of that shit like he claims to have. And I'm going to prove it to you today. He is literally what I like to call Facebook fronting, but he's doing it on YouTube. He goes to places and tells you, look at my house. Look, he'll go to a mansion and be, look at this. It's mine. He acts like, there's a point where this motherfucker is in a regular basic Mustang. Nothing special about it, okay? But there's two women driving and he's in the back seat. I don't even know what that's about. But this motherfucker, when you hear his voice, you're going to this guy's 54. You're going to think he's 76 from fucking Alabama somewhere. He's from Illinois. Now, also, there was some questions the other day about whether the pictures I showed you of him on Facebook were really him or not. Well, very simple. Last night I was able to figure it out 100% for sure, even though I already knew from a couple of years ago. I just wanted to double check. And the Brad Beil I looked up, the record I gave you, that was in Illinois. It was like Charleston, Illinois, right? And it was, he killed somebody and drove off. He did a hit and run. He did 30 months in jail for that. He's a complete scumbag up and down. He's got like 5 or 6 DUIs. He's an old drunk piece of shit, right? So anyway, I went to his Facebook then, and he has his Facebook on private, so you can't see much. But you could see his likes. So what you do is, when you see the likes, over on the right, it'll be a bunch of little pictures of people that liked the video or reacted to it in some way. When you click on that, if you look at the names, you can get a general idea where the person lives. And what do you know? 90% of the names on the videos that were liked on that fucking Facebook thing, or the pictures, whatever, were in Charleston, Illinois. You know? So that guy that I showed you is the guy that has that criminal record. And that is this Brad Beil. Okay, that I'm going to show you in these videos. There's no question about it. I checked it a million different ways. So we'll get to that in a second. Let me see something here. Sven Larson, DKK89, some Skadols match, guys. Thank you, Sven. It's a good way to start the show. Thank you. Brad's net worth 0.0. Yeah. Even the house he lives in, the actual house he lives in, it's part of some trust. It's not even his. Okay, it's something Daddy did for him. But what else was I going to say about this? He is obsessed with Joey Dimes. And I don't know if he doesn't like him or does like him, because you never know if somebody's playing mind games. But every single one of his fucking videos is, hey, Dimes. Hey, meanwhile, Dimes doesn't know who the fuck this guy is. Hey, Dimes, you'll see. With his stupid redneck accent. He sounds like an old fucking decrepit old man. But everything about him is complete and total bullshit. I told you his businesses aren't even businesses. As far as the things he owns, the house he lives in, like I said, it belongs to a trust, but it's simply it's not a small house, 2,800 square feet. It's 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms. You know what I mean? Nothing huge at all, especially not compared to what he tries to make you think he lives in. So I'm going to clown the shit out of this jerk off today, because this is yet another frontin' motherfucker who comes on here to go after me because he's a fraud. Everybody involved with Tony Pizza or Tony Soflo is a fucking fraud. But the funniest part about these videos, because as you know, Brad Beil is all up in Pizza's chat, and he's getting Natalie harassed endlessly because Pizza won't fucking block him. He's putting information about my family in Pizza's chat. What was I going to say? All these videos, what you're going to see is that he hated Tony fucking Pizza and Soflo. Every video is directed at them. Well, it's addressed to Joey Dimes, kind of, but it's about one of those guys. Very strange obsession he has. This guy's a creep. And remember, I've told you this a million times. Anybody who's sitting on millions of dollars is not on here. They're not. Unless it's, Franzese or somebody. That's it. And then you're talking about content creators. I mean, there's nobody hanging out in chats and trying to dox people's families when they're happy people with millions of dollars. They're out doing shit. You know what I mean? Brad Beil's a jerk off. He was here years ago. He likes to go after me. He doxed my family a bunch of times back in the day, a couple of years ago. So I called his dad, had a long talk with his dad. I called his aunt or his mother or something, had a long talk with her. And then he disappeared. And now he's back with his bullshit, and he's trying to dox all my family members. This is what made me do this, Brad. Let me tell you what made me do this. You're never going to slip one by me. Okay, you can convince all these other people you're a big shot, but again, I know you're not, because a big shot wouldn't be obsessed with me. All right, so I look at Pizza's comments on one of his posts. Well, Brad Beil's comments on one of Pizza's posts, and I see Brad says something about I'm lying about him, like I'm slandering him. He says, he's broke and he's always been broke, so I won't get my people after him just yet. The rich guy talk. And I'm like, man, fuck this. I'm about to expose this bitch. So I started digging, and what do you know? I figured out exactly how to expose him. I'm gonna prove a lot of funny shit to you guys today. So Brad, you have no people, and you're the one slandering me. I could sue you, you fucktard. But what am I going to do? I have to sue your dad if I want any money, you fucking baby. Another spoiled rich white boy, and he talks like he's fucking straight out of the Beverly Hillbillies. Fucking Yosemite Sam over here. So there's a whole bunch of shit I think I forgot to tell you so far, but most likely it'll come to me. All I can say is this guy is another sick, weird, creepy animal of a human being who is fucking trying to, for some reason, ruin my wife's life. I don't know why. Probably because he can't get pussy. Probably because he doesn't have a woman in his life, which he doesn't. I checked into it thoroughly. I'm assuming it's jealousy, as it usually is with these people. It just attacks Shanna for no reason. But he's got family members, and I will create a YouTube page in each of their names. I swear to God, a YouTube channel. You've been seeing me do it lately, and I will expose them on those YouTube channels. So you know what I mean. But I'll have serious information, Brad. Okay, so that's what's going to happen there. You don't know when to quit. I'm going to hurt your family. So, but now first I'm going to hurt you today. All right. Nepo baby. Yeah, well, yeah, but even, nothing in this guy's life is real. There's no wealth. There's no real wealth. Even his dad, I think his dad owned that real estate, which is now defunct. It's not even a fucking company anymore. I think he owned it though, Beil Real Estate. And maybe Brad might have worked for it. But then again, if you see Brad and you hear his voice, you're going to say, who the fuck would buy a house from this miscreant? Look at this douchebag. Look. That's why he attacked Shanna. Look at that fucking meth head sitting next to him. Tell me, when you look at this picture, the first thought isn't, oh, that's in a trailer park. Yeah. Brad is white fucking trash, without a doubt. The wife beater, the permanently tanned skin from, working on roofs and shit like that. The fucking, he's probably smoking a Marlboro Red. He's got the $40 Casio watch on, and he's sitting next to a crackhead. You know what I mean? Dickhead. So when I show you this guy's videos, man, let's just get to it. Let's get to it. But hey, guys, there's 101 of you already. You're being entertained already, as far as I know. So if you can today, I don't ask for donations, but it would be nice if you guys would donate. It would be. I don't know, $10, $5, whatever. It adds up. Follow Sven's lead. And by the way, Tony, he's doing this new Xerox thing now. He calls me Xerox because I copy the stuff he does, which never have I ever, not even one time. But Tony now says match when he gets donations. Okay. And he also he calls my house now a house formerly, no, a barn formerly known as a house. Is that what he says? A barn formerly known as a house? Yeah. I believe so. Now he got that from me saying, his Benz, his caddy, he has a car formerly known as a Benz, formerly known as a caddy. So he's doing that shit too. Everything I say, he repeats. He's like Johnny Mac, same thing. I would say something, the next day Johnny would say it on his show. So, what was I getting at? Pizza. Oh, pizza, you don't even realize how it works. You wouldn't say a house formerly known as a barn or a barn formerly known as a house. You would say a house formerly known as a barn. He says a barn formerly known as a house. That doesn't make sense. It's like when I say you drive a piece of shit formerly known as a caddy, what it means is at one point it was a caddy, now it's a piece of shit. You know what I mean? That's not even really a caddy anymore. So I think I have that right. I think he has it backwards. Maybe I do, but I'm pretty sure he does. If he says a barn yeah, it should be a house formerly known as a barn, meaning it was a barn turned into a house or something. I don't know. Maybe I got it backwards. All I know, Tony, is you suck and you do everything I do. Now I'm confusing myself. Pizza who lives in a car and shits in the woods, doesn't wash his ass, is criticizing your house. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Meanwhile, we could sell this house and buy his mother's piece of shit apartment and have 30, 40 grand left over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. His mom's house, 197 grand or some shit like that, to buy like her identical apartment in that complex, Waterside Residences, about $197,000 or 179, one of those. All right, let's get to this. Brad Beil. God, this guy's such a dipshit. Here, Brad, I'm going to get you about, you'll get maybe 11 subscribers out of this. This is this dickhead's channel, right? Now watch this.
February 11th. Here at my pad tonight.
February 11th.
So, you little bitch. Where are you? Dimes, where's that cocksucker at? Joey Dimes, February 9th.
Dimes, where's that cocksucker at? Everything is addressed to Dimes. Dimes doesn't even know who this guy is.
You know.
Now, just so you know, this is not his home. This is not his home. That is not his view. That is not his backyard. That is not. Now, I haven't been able to nail this one down yet and figure out exactly what this house is. I will. Okay. But he lives on, what is it? Ironwood Lane in Illinois. Okay. It's a regular house. It's decent size, 2,800 square feet. Like I said, regular house. He doesn't live near any of this. Now it's really going to get good. I'm just going to play all his videos, but I'll go, you know, as we get to certain ones, I'm going to debunk them. Why did I put my
closing in on that piece of shit, Dimes? Closing in on that piece of shit, Dimes.
Now he goes places, he stands outside or he rides his bike to them and he does videos as if, you know, this is where he lives. Now, obviously he doesn't live here. This is a hotel or an Airbnb or something like that. No, that is in Illinois. No. No, a lot of his videos are in Florida and stuff. Let me see, watch.
That fucking Cuban from Miami. It's February. No.
Now he's going after that fucking Cuban from Miami, even though he's friends with him and Pizza now, you know? What's up, Lefty? How the fuck are you? Good to see you. He's got the opiate voice. Oh. Yeah, absolutely he does. And then you look at his record. I told you, he's got like 5 DUIs. He's got the hit and run. He killed somebody and took off. He's got all kinds of shit.
Oh, it's March 3rd. Where the fuck are you? Piece of shit.
Meanwhile, he's doing this. He's got to know that there's no way SoFlo or Pizza or anybody you're seeing these videos, and Joey Dimes included.
All right, we're coming up on a.
That's what he drives. I rented one of those once. It's a basic Mustang. You could probably get it for like 35 grand or some shit. There's nothing special about it. It's really a piece of shit. All the money's in the fucking engine. You know, the rest of the car is a piece of junk.
Pizza reported construction site cleanup.
I don't know what this is. I don't know what he's doing here. So he's going to some construction site. I don't know. This is some bar or restaurant.
Dimes.
Look, Dimes.
Dimes, come join me. Getting ready for stomping, putting the boots.
Stomping in the boots. So if you're wondering if this guy's in love with Joey Dimes and gay for him, there's no question about it.
Do you know who?
Okay, now.
Dimes, I was going to sniff that piece of shit out.
I stayed in one of those rooms right there on the sides. You see the ones that almost look like they have balconies? Yeah, I stayed in one.
You know where that
Some Cuban scumbag got it for me.
dirty fucking Cuban is? Is he hiding underneath the rock along with that fat, bald fucking Iranian?
That's the only time he mentions me. Now watch this carefully.
Fucking Sean talking about.
You see those 4 windows? See those 4 stupid windows right there? All right. Sometimes when you look up a house or something, you'll get one side of it, but not the other. This is obviously the back of the house. Just keep that in mind.
That piece of fucking shit he lives in, and people being jealous. Dimes, this fucker's out of his mind.
Now, yes, he is absolutely saying that's his house. Because if you listen to what he said, he's acting like, why would I be jealous of Tony Pizza when I got this? That's basically what he's saying. Watch.
Fucking Sean talking about that piece of fucking shit he lives in, and people being jealous. Dimes, this fucker's out of his mind.
Okay. Now look at the top of that. You see the top of that house? It's almost like a castle, right? So I'm looking at this last night. I'm like, yeah, he doesn't live here. There's no question. Let me find out what this is. So I did a reverse Google search, okay? And I got, let me make sure I pull up the right one. There. The modern castle of Palmyra in Illinois is owned by real estate entrepreneur Mitch King, who built the custom 9,000 square foot estate. If you mean, then he's going to there's one in Syria too. No. Okay, so this was built in 2024. It says in other things I looked up, 2024 by Mitch King. Mitch King is not in any way, shape, or form related to or involved with Brad Beil. Okay, so this is just some house. If you saw, he's on a bike. He's got a bike there. He must have, rode straight up into the yard. Either that, or they rented this for an event of some sort. Maybe there was a wedding held there and he was a guest. Okay, because they do that too. This place, it even just said it, right? Didn't it say in the thing, Verbo and let me see. Oh, if you look it up, you'll see that it's for rent. You could rent it on Airbnb, Verbo, shit like that. So anyway, those windows, I'm like, well, wait a minute, because I get this picture, right? And I'm like, okay, there's one stupid window in the front like that, but where are those 4 fucking windows? So, oh shit, I guess I didn't upload it. I'll pull it up then. Anyway, here. I'll do it now. I'll just do it like this. Because he's got, when you look at his video, you see those 4 windows, right? Now watch. I'm going to do this. What the fuck? Hold on. I lost myself for a second there. As I start looking at pictures of this castle in Palmyra, Illinois. Okay, it's about 2 hours from where Brad lives. And I find... Oh, that's another one that's great. Where the fuck is this? Oh, it's in my pictures. Okay, I find the inside, a picture of the inside, and what do you know? There's those windows. Memorable family experiences at the castle. Okay? So that's not where Brad lives. It's got nothing. Brad has nothing to do with that house. Yeah, what a total jerk off. Absolutely, absolutely. Let me read some more shit, and then I'll get on to the next thing. The next thing's even better. Wait till you see the next thing. We're surrounded by cucks and incels, FBS. Oh, we really are. We really are. No doubt about it. They're all fucking creeps. Did we? Let me see. Homeless fucktard criticizes your house. LOL. I know someone that bites my phrases, nicknames, words, and analogies a lot. Oh, I'm sure, Lefty. I'm sure. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt if you got them too. 100% itchy and that's because you got fucking brains. Nobody knows how to think, so they listen to people who do, and they just repeat what they say. This guy, what did he say? 100% itchy and scratchy. Fiend out, Bradley. Fiend out. Yeah, absolutely. This guy's a total douche who nonstop bumps his gums, can't get down with the whole family thing, but he is a utter first class used condom. I feel you. I can though, Lefty, and you would be able to too. If he was doxing your whole family, you'd be able to get down with it real quick. You know, he's doxing everybody, Shanna's parents, everything. Now it's not going to result in anything. Nothing's going to come of it for him, you know, but just the fact that he's doing it just on principle alone. And believe me, if he was doing it to you, you would say the same thing I'm saying. You'd be more than willing to go after his whole family. Mitch King is Pizza's cousin. Yeah, right. Yes, that's right, Beantown Patsy. Palmyra is in southern Illinois. Yep, we got a Palmyra here too. There's actually a pretty interesting true crime case out of that area called the girl who's the subject of it, I guess you could say the victim, is named Courtney Stouffer. It's a really interesting fucking story. Anyway, she disappeared. She just disappeared and was never seen again after a party one night. So that's that. Okay, now. This is why, Brad, what are you motherfuckers thinking seriously when you come here and think I'm going to fuck? You say I'm going to fuck with somebody, you think I'm the guy to do it to? Okay, well, I'm exposing you, fuckface.
Oh, Dimes.
Now, I don't know what that is. It's just the inside of somehow. I don't know if it's supposed to be that house. But like I said, these houses are for rent. And I checked, guys. It's Mitch King that owns it. And I checked every address under Baron Beil, his stupid fucking father, and under his name. None of these are his address. Now, this is great. This is the best. This is the grand finale here. I only got a couple of these, but that's all it takes. Now, you could see that. It's obviously a house with a nice little security system. Watch what he says. Of course, it's addressed to Dimes.
Joey Dimes, you think these people are going to get past my security?
Now, I want you to look at that house. Now, if you listen to this guy even speak and look at that house, you'd say the only way a redneck like that owns a house like this is if he's a fucking oil tycoon. Now, look carefully. Look at the fence. Look at that little area right there where you can see right through to the ocean and stuff. Look at, there's two staircases. There's two spiral staircases right here. One on either side. Not exactly spiral, but curved staircases. Okay? Now watch this. I did a reverse Google image search, and this one is just priceless. The Chateau on the Ocean is an exclusive $40 million ultra-luxury private estate and event venue located at 82719 Old Highway in Isla Morada, Florida, or Isla Morada, whatever the fuck that is. Decorated in a European transitional French chateau style, the massive property spans nearly 2 acres of pristine coastline along the Florida Keys. It functions as a high-end luxury vacation rental, production filming site, and highly sought-after venue for destination weddings and corporate event retreats. Okay, so now here I'm going to try to give you. Did I pull up I don't think I put any pictures where you could see more close up. But if you look it up, you could look it up right now. The Chateau on the Ocean. You're going to see everything's exactly the same. Everything. See, if you look at the house, you could see it's like 3 stories, right? You could see that area where you could see straight through to the ocean. And if you zoom in, which I should have put a zoomed in picture, but you could see it right here. There's the 2 curved staircases, one on one side, one on the other. There's no question. That's it. I mean, it was a reverse Google image search. Okay. Now, what did he say again? What did he say in his video to Joey Dimes? Let me check. What did he say again? Gee, I forget.
I don't think so. Joey Dimes, you think these people are going to get past my security?
You could even see the fence. It has that little crest at the top. Same thing in the pictures. Look up the Chateau on the Ocean.
I don't think so.
Do you think they're going to get past my security? He says to Joey Dimes, meaning this is his house, according to him. Okay. So I just want to, do these things to remind you that any of these fucktards that come after me, it always turns out the same. They're complete and total frauds. And they're the ones running around calling me a complete and total fraud. Okay? They lie through their teeth. They lie about what they have. They lie about their wealth. They lie about, other people in their lives. They'll act like they have beautiful women, wives, whatever, girlfriends. They lie about every fucking thing. Some of them lie about where they're from. Some of them lie about their careers or businesses they own, but they're all full of shit. Okay? They're all full of shit. So this is another Vinny Green type situation. You fucking asshole. You got caught, stupid. Yeah. Don't fuck with me. Okay? Don't fuck with me, bro. Don't. You're better off just bother somebody else. Let me see. His security. Yeah. Oh, he sounds like shit. Listen, that's drugs and alcohol. Okay? To sound like that at 54. And he's 54 now. It's not like he was 54 when he started fucking with me years ago. He's 54 now. And he sounds like that. That's drugs and alcohol. He's a drunk. And this is what he does. He's probably spent some time in Florida, which who doesn't really? And he lives in Illinois, and he maybe goes to these other places. Maybe his dad has a little bread, and they go for events and stuff. That's it. But it's not his money, and none of these places belong to him, his dad, or anyone he knows. Anyone he knows. It's all bullshit. This fucking asshole just tried to pass off a $40 million mansion as his own. Not to mention the castle of Palmyra. Castle? Oh, you're such an asshole, Brad. I swear to God. You're such an asshole. I swear to God, you keep fucking with my family, Brad, I will ruin your entire life. I swear I'll focus like a motherfucker on you. I swear to God I will. I swear to God. And Tony Pizza, listen, I don't want to bother with your family in any way, shape, or form, but as long as you allow a guy to put my family's information in your chats or comment sections, then if anybody wants to attack Natalie, I'm not going to encourage it, but I'll say go right the fuck ahead. Okay? Even though I don't like that. I don't really like that. But you can't allow that, Tony, because you'd be attacking me and my family if somebody was in here putting your family's information in the chat. You know you would. So that's not how his house, that's not his house. If he had a house like that, he wouldn't be a YT. Of course not. Of course not. Let me see if there's more. Let me see. I think there's more. Hold on. That's the basic Mustang, I guess. Nothing special at all.
Oh, fucking Sean.
If that's even his, because I thought the one he was driving, well, there's a bunch of videos of him in a Mustang, but he's not driving in any of them. I'll show you in a second.
Joey the Man Dimes. These motherfuckers didn't have $10,000 packets, so I got this mess here. Let me know if you need a little cap.
This is another way you know that he has nothing, okay? Because when you're constantly flashing this and that to try to convince people, you don't have shit, okay? You don't have shit. And even if this is 10, 11 grand, whatever it is that he has in his lap, that's, again, Brad Beil. Like I said, you probably went and did a fucking withdrawal for your dad or some shit. That's not your money. And even if it was, I could show you the same amount right now. It's not really that big of a deal.
Cash, yeah, I suppose this can go out to Joey Small Times, too.
He's fucking on Dime's dick so bad. And now Joey Small Time. Okay. Now, this is the best because he's showing this off. It's the most basic fucking hotel room.
This is going to be a 2-for-1.
Look at this shit. It's a fucking, first of all, I mean, why do you have a fucking, a one-bedroom suite with like 2 queen beds or whatever they are? Why wouldn't you have just 1 king bed? Who are you even with?
Put fucking pizza in here.
Bathroom's basic as could be. If I showed you the hotel room I was in Florida, you'd fucking pass out.
We're gonna find the monkey.
Look, it looks like something from the 1950s.
Kill fucking 2 birds with 1 stone. And really, this was meant for fucking Joey Dimes, but I can't.
Of course it was meant for Joey Dimes. What isn't?
Make contact with him.
fucking fruit faggot. This dude's all on Dime's dick. It's so crazy. Look, he's in the back seat of a car 2 women are driving.
I'm a rolling stone disciple with a cross across my face.
Brad, what kind of man are you? What kind of man are you? I wouldn't fucking drive in the back seat if my daughter and my wife were up front. Ain't happening. You're going to let 2 women drive, you're in the back seat? And you know why they're driving him, right? He has no license. Guarantee it. He's got 8 million DUIs, has no license, can't drive. Yeah, he authorized my ass, yeah. Let me see. LMFAO, I was going to say it looks like a place in Alamorada. I stayed near. Yeah, that's, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen it if you're in that area from time to time. In the words of the grapist, you be exposed. Yeah. Not even smart enough to be slightly believable. No. You know, you could if he would have shown like a couple $1 million house, something like that, that was, real nice, but still not extremely over the top. I probably would have just let it go and said, oh, I mean, look, he's got, maybe daddy has a couple million. But he shows a castle in Palmyra, Illinois, and then he shows a $40 million mansion on the ocean. And he wants people to believe it's his. And this is why, guys, you know how I knew he was back, by the way? I don't know if I told you this. The way I knew he was back, the other day, he leaves a couple comments on one of my videos, and the comment was literally something like, FBS and all these other people, they just wish they had what I have. All they ever wanted is to have what I have. Something like that. And I'm like, oh, he's bragging about having shit. And what do you know? This is what he has. He has a bunch of videos of him pulling up to shit that doesn't belong to him. And he takes little shorts or he takes pictures and he says, oh, look at my house. You know what I mean? Somebody says, I think something about SoFlo. Yeah, this reminds you of SoFlo 100%. SoFlo does this with cars. Yeah. Absolutely. Is it even a GT? I don't think so. No, not at all. I'm surprised the fucking thing has power windows. Brad has a type. We all grew up around a Brad. Oh, I can't. I'll click on the picture in a minute if I remember. What was this Fanuc thinking? Too easy to expose this douche. I suggest you shut the fuck up, Brad. Oh, yeah, because I'm gonna get even worse. You know what I mean? Unless I decide to just ignore him, like I said in the beginning of the show. I'm not really sure which one to do yet, but Daddy told him to take money to deposit. The bank didn't have envelopes. Yeah, exactly. Yep, that's exactly. Yeah, it was more than it being a withdrawal from the bank. It was a deposit from his dad. Yep. I don't have crap, and I'll gladly tell you about it. It don't even matter what people have, as long as they don't lie about it, Brad is white SoFlo. There it is. Yep. Does Brad ever send Pete some money? Well, no, but apparently he offers to send money to people's houses because he doesn't have Cash App or anything, which, in 2026, that's normal. He just tries to get people's addresses. That room is not a flex, Bradley. No, if I fucking checked into a hotel and that's the room they gave me, I would ask for my money back and I'd go to a nice hotel. Fucking absolute dump, yeah. Daddy took him on a business trip. That's why there are 2 beds. Probably. Seriously, probably, yeah. Did the Red Cross put you up there, Brad? Yeah, was there a fire? And they gave you some sort of, what do they call it? Voucher? Was Psycho filmed there? Brad probably doesn't have a driver's license. No, I'll find out. I can find out for sure if he has a license. I have a friend that sees a man... take pictures of his cars in front of her home from her cameras. It really creeps her out. Let me read that again. Her friend that sees him and take pictures of his cars in front. Oh, really? Because she has a nice home? Yeah, I'm not surprised. Big time and at the red roofing. Yeah. Never, ever. The women don't drive. Never. When we go somewhere, every now and then, don't get me wrong, I'll let Shanna drive every now and then, but it's only if I have to do something, like if I have to send out emails or some shit like that from my phone, and I'm it's time sensitive or some shit like that. If I'm doing some sort of research for something, maybe, or if it's late at night, we're out and I'm exhausted. That's it. Other than that, the women don't drive. That's the way I grew up. My mother never drove. I mean, she drove herself, but not with my dad in the fucking car. There was no fucking way. So this shit, and that's not the only video. He's got another video of him. I think he's in the passenger seat though, but it's a woman driving. Shit. Oh, am I? Okay. All right. I think I pronounced it wrong the first time. People with money do not flex like that. Not with that kind of money. No. Ghetto, like motherfuckers from the hood that have, you know, they're ghetto rich. They got, you know, 20, 30 grand on them or some shit. It's the most money they ever had in their lives, and they'll show it off in every video they do, and they'll try to keep it so they could keep showing it off in videos. And I mean, shit like that. Nobody with real money, no. If his dad is in real estate, he probably has access to a lot of houses for sale that sit empty. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, the one he actually lives in, it's in KH Trust something. There's a number behind it. KH is a company his dad owns. Did. It's out of business now. But it was called KH Investments or some shit like that. And it's part of a trust. I don't even think it really belongs to him. I don't know how that works with the whole trust thing. Okay, but yeah, he probably can get into places and to take stupid pictures and stuff. But in the case of like those houses, he's never even inside. It's just he's outside. There's one house where he's inside. It looks okay. I don't think it was that castle, or it certainly wasn't the chateau on the ocean. But even if it was the castle, you can rent it. It says it goes for like $900 to $1,200 a night, something like that, for the whole castle. I pay $500 a night for like a 5-star hotel room. For another $400, you can rent a castle. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Sumo Tumo ties, and they gotta be run flat. Dixie Lee Ranch gifted 5 Street Smart Politics memberships. Thank you, Dixie. I appreciate you very, very much. I appreciate donations today. I think I've earned them. I stayed up late and did some extra work. And I'm probably going to do more. Because where there's a little bullshit, there's a whole lot of it. You know? Oh, is it? Okay, yeah. Now, let's go back and see what else there is. There's only a couple of actual videos. Everything else is shorts. And I think this might be all of it with the shorts. Again, look at the women. He's in the back seat, and there's 2 women driving. Or there's 2 women in the front. I'm sorry, 2 women driving. And like I said, look at that fucking screen and shit. That's a Camaro. That's probably this girl's, whoever it is. But it's not even, you know, these are not even like fully loaded vehicles.
I'm a rolling stone disciple with a cross across my face.
So that's that. That's just obnoxious, the wind. And let me see. All right. Videos. These are, I don't know if he mentions dimes in these. Again, it's just him being driven around.
Baby! El Spico! I'm right down the road,
A deranged and humiliated Donald Trump is...
Oh, man. El Spico, he says. He's talking to SoFlo. I guess that was in Miami or some shit like that. My bad, guys. I kicked myself out. Who got the memberships? Let me see. Jules, Lil BAFTA, Franny 4147, Gam 8579. All right, well, and it only shows 4 for some reason, but awesome. Thank you. What? Mike Slick was the 5th. Okay. All right. Anyway, let me get to the videos again. All right. I put this back up. He's in the back seat, and how much you want to bet? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if that's an Uber driver and her friend. Seriously, in a Camaro. I wouldn't doubt it for a second. I guarantee it. Either that or they're just very unattractive. Brad, you ain't shit, man. This is why you go after me. You ain't shit. You're just one more guy that wishes you could do what I do on here. And meanwhile, your fucking sorry-ass channel has 24 fucking... Oh, look, I got you 3 subs. You had 24, now you got 27. Let me see.
Down by the casino, you dirty Cuban.
He just said riding by the casino, you dirty Cuban. So he's not racist or anything, you know. Magic City. Sounds, from the way you talk about other races and shit, I don't think Magic City would be a place that fucking interests you, fuckface. Let me see. What are you exactly flexing? And the last one, in that last one, Bradley, you being a loser, being driven around by women, for fuck's sake. By women. And like I said, even when I let Shanna drive, I'm in the passenger seat, in the back seat. What the fuck are you doing? You're the man, bro. There's no situation in which the man is supposed to be in the back seat. There's no justifiable situation. If you have to brag about having shit, you ain't got shit. Yep. Unless I'm driving drunk or in a limo or oh, I might have missed your earlier. I'm going back up through them now. Anyway, Jesus, I was in the other room when you played that clip. Thought Pizza finally came through with his promise to drive a van into your house. Yeah, right. He's not even having a conversation with him. They're not even talking to him. No. No, they're not talking. There's no... That's why I said, I bet it's an Uber situation. He got picked up by 2 blondes in an Uber, and he wanted to try to flex that somehow. Bro, never flex that you're in the back seat, Brad. Never flex that. I bet those chicks are missing teeth. Of course they are. Listen to how this guy talks. Driving by a shitty casino, also not a flex, Bradley? No, it's not. Chris, I'd like to help you hurt Pizza, but just pretend. What do you mean, just pretend? What does that mean? It's a chick ride, too. Yeah, exactly. That's fucking shameful, Brad. You're a fucking clown. You're a clown, bro. I told you guys, listen, man, listen, no matter what they try to do to me, whether they succeed, whether they fail, there's one constant when it comes to my haters. They're all phony as a motherfucker. They're all full of shit. And they all pretend to have things they don't have. Which tells you why they go after people who do have things. You know, now I don't have no homes or nothing like that, but I bet you Brad, with his record and all his DUIs and all that shit, he probably never made $100,000 his entire life combined. All the money, you know what I mean? He's a fucking jerk off. He's a fucking jerk off. And I'm sure his dad's a jerk off too. I talked to his dad. I wish I remembered the conversation better, but I do remember that Dad was telling us he was a fuck up and stuff, and so was the woman we spoke to. He was telling us that Brad's a fuck up and like he's had to be taken care of his whole life, which is obvious. He can't even drive himself around. Fucking loser. Bradley has something, a rap sheet. Yeah. And it's not even like, oh, he hustled his whole life. He robbed banks. He sold drugs. He did gangster shit. No, it's killing somebody and taking off, hit and run while you're drunk. And it's DUI after DUI after DUI. And it's just every kind of traffic violation. I read you his traffic violations. There's no possible way he has a license. First of all, I'm sure Illinois, when it comes to DUI laws, pretty much every state is the same. Once you get up to that number of DUIs, you're likely going to lose your license forever. You know what I mean? For the rest of your life. But if not, you could lose it 20 years. You could lose it 30 years. I had a friend that he just got so many speeding tickets. They said he was a habitual offender. They took his license for 10 fucking years. I had another friend that had 3 DUIs. They took his license for 10 years, you know? And it gets to a point where you just don't get it back. You just don't get it back. I don't have shit, but I don't claim to. Listen, no. I mean, you know, it's just, it doesn't even matter. If like I said to War, you know, I don't have shit really either. It doesn't even matter. It's just, don't lie about what you do have, you know? I mean, I have more respect for a person who lives in a shack and drives a jalopy that they got on their own than a fucking person who drives a Ferrari and lives in a mansion that was given to them by their daddy or their mommy. You know what I mean? I just don't respect that. So, and again, Brad, that wasn't your money. You're a bum. You're broke. You got nothing. You're a clown. And I'm gonna continue to fuck with you, you know, as long as you, I don't know. I'm back and forth. In the beginning of the show, I said I'd ignore him, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If I get bored, I'll stop fucking with him. If not, I'll keep going. But I told you, I'm sure there's a lot more shit I could find. A lot more shit. Oh, fuck me. Seriously? Ugh. God almighty. Tomorrow I gotta go for a stupid device check. I gotta go to a doctor's office like 40 fucking minutes away once every 2 or 3 months. This is exactly what happens. I walk in the office, the guy gives me a little like device. I hold it here where the defibrillator is. I hold it right there and I wait until it gives him a report, an EKG, and it lets him know if there's been any events. In other words, if my defibrillator went off at any point. And then he hands me a piece of paper with the next appointment. I'm in the office a total of 2 minutes. It's like, it pisses me off so fucking bad. No, I'm sure they don't. No. Same here. I'm not claiming I have anything. Yeah. That's insane. I could never not drive for years. Oh, well, I've done it, Ducks. I've done it. I never sat in the back seat, though. I'll tell you that fucking much. And a lot of the time I drove anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I've gone a total of probably 8 years out of my life without a license. I got fucking 3.5 years without it just for 2 DUIs. And every drug offense in Pennsylvania, it used to be a year. If you got a drug offense, you didn't have to be driving, didn't have to commit a traffic violation. If you got caught selling drugs, period, or even possessing them, you lose your license for a year. They changed it somewhere in the 2010s to 6 months. So right there, my 2 drug cases, another year and 6 fucking months. It's crazy. Are you really, Ducks? Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I've damn sure never had a damn thing just given to me. That's a fact. No, I wouldn't even know what it's like. He's so lucky he never went to prison. Who? This Brad guy? This Brad guy did. He did 30 months for that, for killing somebody. So lucky I never had a DUI, even though I was dumb and drove while intoxicated. Everybody has at some point in their life. I mean, I got 2, and I'm not proud of this because I think drunk driving is a miserable fucking piece of shit crime to do. But I probably drove drunk fucking 10,000 times in my life. I'm not exaggerating. So I was a DJ, for fuck's sake. I'd get lit and drive home from Harrisburg on fucking 90 miles an hour on 83 every fucking night, 3 nights a week. Oh, yeah. I gotcha. Oh, you mean you're driving with no license? If you don't have a license, you're gonna drive anyway. I gotcha. So that's that, Brad. I made a fool of you, and you can do whatever you want, bro. I think you better start looking into some shit. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing anybody can do to Shanna, to her nursing license. There's nothing. There's nothing at all. I mean, look it up. Look it up 1,000 different fucking ways. You can't hurt Shanna. You can't. And if anybody really did, I'd probably blow your fucking brains out. So, yeah. But you can't. You can't. None of your little stunts are going to fucking work. Ducks, I think when they take people's licenses, they figure they're going to drive without them. People have to work, etc. Well, that's why in some cases, like here in PA, they give you what's called a bread and butter license in some circumstances where you can drive just to go to work and back. But, yeah, of course. But the thing is, they give you time. I mean, if you get caught driving without a license in PA, I think the first offense is like 30 days in the county. It's crazy. My dad was lucky he never went to prison, bro. He had over 50 DUI. What? 50? Oh, that's who you meant. You're lucky you never went to prison. Holy shit. How's that even possible? God damn. You got caught driving drunk every time you drove drunk. So, that's it for that. We're an hour in. I could go into some pizza stuff if you want. I got some of his shit from yesterday recorded. Let me go through these pictures and make sure there's nothing else I got to show you. There's a closer picture of that chateau on the ocean. You could see the 2 spiral staircases and that space there that I guess I walk through to the back where the ocean is and stuff. Yeah. Fucking stupid ass motherfucker. And this is him. That's Brad. Looks like a high class guy, you know? He's standing out there with a fucking alligator. You can't see the whole picture, but fucking douchebag. I love shit like this, guys. I love catching them red-handed. I love it. I love it. Reverse image search, man. That's why I would never, even if for some reason, I would never front in any way anyway, but if I was gonna like I don't know, lie about something minor or something and I needed a picture from the internet, never in a million years would I put myself in a situation where you could reverse image search me and debunk my shit. No fucking way. You guys don't understand people like Brad. It's 2026, man. You can't get away with this shit no more. You can't. Oh, it's nuts, man. It's nuts. Yep. The second is 90 days. I think the third is a year. It's wild. Oh, yeah, I read that. Listen to this dickhead. This is what made me finally dig into him last night. Brad Beil says the depositions and interrogatories, okay, will bury them. The very delusional person who actually thinks he's smart finds out he isn't. I think this show proves it's the other way around, right, Brad? He's broke and always has been, so it's a waste of my time to have my people pursue financially. However, all should learn that it's highly stupid to be spouting off lies about people one does not know. Brad Beil, you're a child molester. What are you going to do about it, fuckface? Nothing. Asshole. Meanwhile, this is what I mean. They're all insane, guys. This is a guy who's been doing just that. Let me read that again. Where'd that go? Where did that go? I just had it. What the fuck? Spouting off lies about me, a person he does not know. He's saying you can't just do that. But you're doing it to me as you're saying that. Oh my God. And Bill the Butcher. What's up with Bill the Butcher? Bill the Butcher's commenting in a friendly way in Pizza's chat. I thought Bill the Butcher was an enemy of Pizza. What's going on? And then this other comment he left, it appears little bitch is throwing a tantrum and crying. He can use her LPN certificate to dry his eyes because it will likely be useless. Someone get him some Johnson & Johnson shampoo. No more tears. Yeah, you have the sense of humor of a 9-year-old. Who the fuck even remembers that? You better get him some Johnson & Johnson shampoo. No more tears. The fuck commercials are you watching? Did you go back in time, fuckface? This guy sucks. Oh, you suck. You're a cornball. You can't get pussy. That's your problem, sir. That's your problem. You gotta get a hooker or something. You gotta calm down. You're all backed up. Chris, as always, accusations equal confessions. As always, man. The time Shanna has been on YT, her intentions have always been good. The trolls ruined it. They don't understand. And you could look this up. Nothing I do can affect Shanna's nursing license. That's not, the license is tied to the person, not to the person and their family. All right? Nothing I do, and you'll never find a clip of Shanna doing something bad that could get her in trouble. Never. They don't exist. So, this guy sucks. He does. You like that quote? What a fucking tool. Yeah, well, he's a douchebag, man. He's a douchebag. He's a fucking dummy. But I'll get him. Don't worry. All right, let's get to let's play a little bit of this. I'm not even sure if there's anything good on here. We'll see. If not, oh shit, I lost it. Wait a minute. I took a bunch of screen recordings of Tony Pizza's shows over the last few days because he's all over the place. Yesterday he must have did 9 fucking live streams, and I'm not getting a lot of it. Sometimes I'm screen recording, but I got other shit I got to do, so I got to find one where there's a little bit of time. We'll see what this dickhead was saying. See what this dickhead was saying yesterday. 53:37. All right, I think that's uninterrupted. The fucking music. Let me just turn it down. Then this dickhead, he's playing that song, and the walls come tumbling down, and he says, tearing them down or something. He doesn't even know the words. Fucking idiot. Is this the one where he's just dancing? All right. See, I guess he didn't do a live today or anything?
Rampage, what's happening? We got,
oh my God.
we got $40.
My Uncle Ray Anthony was in there, and so was my brother. Yeah, it was a fucking nightmare. Yes. Shanna is a good person. She's going to continue being successful, and there's nothing they can do about it. There's nothing you could do about it, guys. You might as well give it up. But do whatever you want. I don't care. I mean, some of the information you put out, Brad, you are as dumb as you sound. Seriously, you really are a dumb motherfucker, man. Holy shit.
And we filled up the tank. We're at full. We got
There's nothing more I
we
hate
filled up the tank.
than when a dumb motherfucker tries to sound intelligent, like in the thing, the interrogatories. Holy shit.
We got a full tank of gas to sit in AC all day long. God is great. God is wonderful. God looks out. So I made
Not as long as you're still alive, there's no doubt there's no God.
with the
I hate when he
$40 in the
uses the
tank.
God thing. I'm not even religious, but even I'm offended by him pretending to believe in God. Same thing when Trump pretends to believe in God. It irritates the fuck out of me. Yes, the judge warned him today he is a licensed driver, and thankfully so. Who are you talking about? Oh, this must be part of some conversation. All right.
2 singles and the $15 in cash apps. That makes 50.
Johnny Provolone, it's always like that. Wherever the kids are, it's the most dangerous because they feel invincible. They feel like they got nothing to lose. You know what I mean? Especially back in the day, because kids knew they could fucking murder you and get out when they're 18. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's bad, man. What was that one place called? I was, what was it called? I was near there at one point. Pendleton in Indiana. If you look up this fucking place, there's videos of shit crazy. It's a juvenile detention center, but there's a one video of they all got out of their cells somehow. Their cells were accidentally unlocked or some shit. All these kids got out of their cells and they like hid in all different areas waiting for a CO to come through, and then they just attacked him and fucked him up. I mean, that place is crazy. Yeah, my brother was in Spofford. Yeah, he got caught. He stole a car, and him and another guy, and somehow they wound up in Spanish Harlem. They got caught in Spanish Harlem, and they wound up in Spofford. Not for a long time, but he was in there for a while. Yeah, another nightmare. That's like the juvenile Rikers, that's all.
52 in cash and $67 so far today on a Sunday morning. You know what I mean? Not
Feast lives, yes he did.
bad. Not bad. I'm gonna play some
All right, like I said, I'm gonna see if there's any good shit. If not, I'll shut it off.
I gotta charge it. Oh.
The only reason I really want to play it, fucking music. He's high. He's high as a kite. The only reason I want to play any of it is because, again, yesterday he spent the entire day, I'm telling you, saying things like, and I'm not exaggerating, I'm sure many of you heard it, things like, you're lucky me and my mom aren't the type to call the police. Seconds later, but as soon as you land in Florida, you're going to be arrested. There's a huge case. The cops are just lying to you about it. And then right after that, he'll be like, I don't call cops. There's no proof I ever called the cops ever. And then a few seconds later, but FBS, you're in deep shit. You're going to jail. It's like, he is. I mean, I'll never ask the question again, I promise. And if I ever ask this question again, fucking unsubscribe and never watch me, because I'm a fucking moron if I ever ask again if we think Tony Pizza is severely, severely mentally ill. Him, SoFlo, any of these guys that could call the cops 5 million times on people and then sit there with a straight face and tell you, I never called the cops. That's insanity. That's not just a liar. A liar lies about things generally they have a chance of getting away with lying about. But when all of MobTube has seen you call the cops over and over and over and over and over, and there's recordings of you, talking about calling the cops, and there's recordings of you and your wife explaining the process that's going to get Chicago Muscle arrested because you called the cops on him and stuff like that. If you can sit there and say, I never called the cops, you belong in a fucking straitjacket. Seriously, you're out of your mind. SoFlo's batshit crazy. Pizza's batshit crazy. Bambi's batshit crazy. And now we know this Brad Beil fucktard is batshit crazy. I don't know what happened to these fucking people. I don't know if they suffered traumatic brain injuries or what. But you can't even write this off as stupidity. This is pure insanity. Stupidity is not an answer when it comes to shit this crazy. Here we go. Let's see what he has to say. Guys, I don't ask for donations, but I really need them. I really need them. It's been slow, especially cash, guys. You know, I got my deadline coming up on Friday. I'm behind by a lot. I need cash. So if you guys can donate cash, donate super chats if you want. I'm just saying, if you can do cash, please do. That'd be great. Who's the greatest wrestler ever? Chris Benoit, the best family killer ever who killed his family. Yeah, I don't watch wrestling, but I know a little bit about that guy's story, just about him killing his family.
Then we'll get a job. Right away, they started attacking my mother and the whole entire community. Right away. All right? And there's proof of it. So whatever he's telling the cops, I'm a YouTuber and this guy attacked me because why the fuck do I need you to interview me? I'm on Netflix. I'm on Netflix, you fucking...
Tony, I never said you needed me to interview you. I said you wanted me to so fucking badly that you wouldn't leave me alone. You were up my ass constantly. Every video I had comments. I was with Shammy the Bull. You should interview me. Okay? I never said you needed me to. But quite honestly, Tony, nobody knows you. Nobody, knows Bad Vegan. I bet you not one time, and we've never certainly seen it happen, not one time has a human being walked up to Tony Pizza and said, you're the guy from Bad Vegan. Tony, little bit parts like that in documentaries, nobody's paying attention to. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody knows who you are. I guarantee it. Unless it's from being Tony Pizza on YouTube. That's it.
But you fucking blowjob. What are you? You're a nobody in the cornfields of Pennsylvania. Still trying to prove yourself.
Tony, where are you when you say shit like this? You're in fucking Englewood. You're in this, like, almost a rural area of Florida. Like, what are you talking about? And where are the cornfields? He's been saying this shit for years. Where are the cornfields? Because I don't know about them.
You're still trying to make yourself me. You're never going to be me. You're never going to have what I have.
You got that right. I will never be a homeless scumbag brother fucker with nothing. Never in a million years could I ever become that.
You're never going to endure the life that I've lived, okay?
Please, spoiled fucking brat. Never even got punched in the face in your life, and every dime you've ever made has been handed to you.
Never going to see what I've seen. You're not even going to see 50.
Yeah, I'll never see a lot of the, you know, pathetic shit you've seen in your life. I'll never be able to look through the eyes of a person who sits on a corner with a blanket over him and a fucking styrofoam cup begging for donations. I'll never see anything like that. Hopefully.
I guarantee that. You'll never make it to my age. You're a dumb motherfucker.
I love how he says you'll never make it to my age, like as if it's an accomplishment. Tony, you're 59 years old. What have you even really been through that you should be dead? You're not. All of us were at greater risk throughout our lives of being killed or our lives ending early, more so than you. I mean, you've never been in the streets in your fucking life. You've never been involved in crime in your life. You don't know what it's like to be a drug dealer who could get robbed at any second or locked up at any second or killed or have your fucking door kicked in by guys that are there to take everything you fucking have and shoot you in the head at the same time, whatever the fuck it is. Shit that goes on just with drug dealers alone. You'll never understand any of that.
And that's facts, B. That's facts. You and your little faggot Jew friend can come together. I'll leave his boat where I find you.
I didn't play this yet, right? I don't think I did. Tony, there's no point.
I'll leave his boat where I find you.
Yeah, you will. Yeah.
Fucking rat scumbag.
Yeah, you'll be running and running and running and running and running, and then when we finally catch up to you, you'll kill us. Yeah.
Oh, strike him. He said faggot. Strike him. Strike him. I don't give a fuck about you two.
No, you just need it so desperately that no matter how many times you say you leave, you still end up back here. Pizza pissed away a lot of money, so stupid he can't manage an apartment at home with bills he can't add. No. Chris, you'll never see what it's like to wake up in a car day after day. Yeah, thank fucking God, Johnny. I never will. Sean is on borrowed time in so many ways. Oh, he is. He is. I mean, there's got to be a day where we wake up and we find out he's dead, but I don't even know how we'd find out. He would just disappear and we'd have to just look into it. You know, if he ever disappeared for any reasonable amount of time, like a month, he's dead. He's dead because he can't stay away from this shit. He can't. Pizza has pissed away a lot of money because he can't do basic math, LMAO. Nope. It's funny, I don't hear the Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal ringtone. That's fucking odd. I wonder what that's about. You don't know what it's... Sometimes, guys, I just gotta, you know... I gotta be a little more serious about it because I do need to make money here, as you guys know. You don't know what it's like to beg till your gums bleed. FPS. Well, Pizza thinks he survived all of these years on the streets, so he thinks he's the Hulk. Yeah, he thinks he's something. Pizza, come to New York or PA and show us how bad you are. There's no way he would. Never. Never. Oh, shit.
Why the fuck do I need you to interview me?
This guy has said that I've ruined everything in his life. His relationship with his mother, his relationship with his brother. I took all his homes, you know, apartment and RV away from him. I'm responsible for that. He can't get a job because of me. His whole life is shit because of me, and he's done nothing about it. Nothing. I'll tell you right now. I swear to God. If somebody had ever done to Shanna what people did to Tina, I swear on everything I love, I'd throw my whole life away. I'd go away to prison for life because I'd kill somebody. And I mean it. I'm not trying to talk tough. There's certain things that just require that, okay? There's certain things that the violation is just too big. If anybody ever put my wife through what Tina was put through, I would kill whoever's responsible for it. SoFlo, gangster guy, Tony was 2.5 hours away from him for years and years. Did nothing. Not years and years. Years. Did nothing. But I'm responsible for all these bad things in Tony's life, and not only will he not come see me, he'll run away when I come looking for him. Hey now, $25 for you have bewitched me, body and soul. Thank you, man. Thank you for the $25. I was thinking the same thing about you this morning. I meant to text it to you. Thank you, brother. Love you, man.
You fucking blowjob. What are you? You're a nobody in a cornfields, a Pennsylvania, still trying to prove yourself.
Yeah, and I'm still more than you are, Tony. No matter how you look at it.
You're still trying to make yourself me.
Sorry, I rewound by accident.
Thanks for
Oh,
verifying
shit.
that. Me. I've seen. You're not even going to see 50. I guarantee that. You'll never make it to my age.
Now it's going to be 4 years till Tony kills me. Yeah, so I got 4 years, guys. So I'm going to make it count. And SoFlo said yesterday, at some point on a live or something, that in 2027 he's going to find out exactly where Shanna works. You said that in 2025 about 2026, you dildo. Oh, they're so desperate. They are so fucking desperate. Holy shit. If anyone went remotely close to where my mom lives and took pictures of it, someone would be missing. Pizza said you don't go live at his mom's. No, because I'm not stupid. I'm not going to go anywhere where he could call the cops and it would be something I could get in trouble for. You know what I mean? If I just show up to Port Charlotte, I can go, to any business or whatever and say, here I am, Tony, come meet me. There's nothing anybody could do about that. But if you start going to people's homes and shit, you're making it obvious that you're going out of your way to either hurt somebody or make them hurt you. You're at least on the verge of committing a crime, and I'm sure there's some bullshit charge they could charge you with, stalking, some shit like that. Okay, but again, I want to remind everybody, and Pizza, I know you're watching. You've been saying that wasn't your mom that I was sitting across from in Little Guys, but yesterday in your chat when Brad said I stalked your mom at the pizza place, you said yes, he did. He did. So it was your mom. I know, bro. I know what Natalie looks like. Now, as far as stalking her, if stalking means I went to Little Guys to see if you were there and I just stumbled across your mother, yeah, stalking. Except that's not how it works.
Dumb motherfucker. And that's facts, B. That's facts. You and your little faggot Jew friend can come together. I'll leave you facts. You and your little faggot
on YouTube, I'm not saying this. This guy's saying it. I'm just reporting on it.
Friend, can come together. I'll leave you both where I find you. Yeah. I'll leave you both where I find you. You fucking rat scumbag faggot.
No. I know, Johnny. I know. That's what's crazy. I know. It's unbelievable. You know what I mean? He didn't do a thing.
Oh, strike him. He said faggot.
He says I didn't go live from there. Why do I have to go live from there? So if I go to your mom's house and punch her in the face, that's okay as long as I don't do it live? Oh, gotcha.
Strike him. Strike him.
And I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I'm using that as an example because, obviously I went there. Not to punch her, and if I went there and he's saying, it's okay because you didn't go live from there. All right.
Go say that to Eric Force. Eric Force is 50 years old.
Listen to that audio.
Living on his mother's porch. Tim in North Carolina, you blowjob. You're pathetic. You're pathetic.
Yeah, but Tony, listen, no matter what, I don't know what Eric's situation is. It's not my business. But don't compare yourself. This is what he's saying, basically, is somebody must have said you're 50-something and homeless. He said, why don't you share that to Eric Force? He's 50 years old and he lives on his mother's blah, blah, blah. Listen, first of all, if he lives somewhere, he's not homeless, okay? But secondly, Eric has made more money in his life than you'd fucking see if you live to be 9,000 fucking years old, bro. Okay, so Eric has the capability and willingness to make money by any means necessary. You do not.
How about, it's none of your fucking business. How's that? Oh, yeah? Yeah, he never has family time. He just has Shanna time, yeah. Yeah, Shanna time.
Oh, it skipped. I don't even get that. What does that mean? I don't have family time. I just have Shanna time. Oh, I think I rewound that in a second. I think I Somehow I skipped past it and then I rewound it because I wanted to hear the whole thing. Let me see. Yep, there you go. It's me rewinding.
Oh, really? Go say that to Eric Force. Eric Force is 50 years old, living on his mother's porch.
Oh, yeah.
North Carolina, you blowjob. You're pathetic. You're pathetic.
You're pathetic.
How about, it's none of your fucking business. How's that? Oh, yeah? Yeah, he never has family time. He just has Shanna time, yeah. Yeah, Shanna time is her changing his diaper. That's Shanna time.
What does that mean, though? He never has family time. He just has Shanna time. What do you mean? What about when I'm with my stepson doing all kinds of different things? When I take him clothes shopping and all kinds of stuff like that. When we go out to eat, have lunch sometimes. When we're on vacation, we're always together. When I go to his sporting events, what are you, fucking retarded? Shannon time, that's my wife. We have time together at night. Braden's a 14-year-old boy who moves faster than any of us. The kid works now, under the table, of course, but he works a lot. He's making his own money. Kid's a straight A student. He plays basketball. He plays baseball. All his friends are right here in this neighborhood. He's always at the courts or walking somewhere or doing something like that. What the fuck? You think Braden's hanging around the house waiting for his fucking parents to spend time with him, you dildo? Big mouth. Safely behind the screen. Keep exposing yourself, diddler coward. That's right, goddammit. Sounds like he's frying bacon in a wind funnel. Or wind tunnel, I'm sorry, yeah. Oh, shit. All right. Anybody gonna follow Hey Now's lead? Throw a little something my way? Oh, wait. I hit the thing like as if I got the video up.
And those fucking legs up in the air, wiping his ass. Wiping his ass. And then putting baby powder on his balls.
Everything with him, even when it does involve a woman, the thing he talks about most is the man's ass, his balls.
That's Shanna time.
Now we know three things. Brad Beil's definitely gay. SoFlo is so gay. If Tina and him split up, it's probably because he never once touched her or had sex with her. Okay, and Pizza, oh my God. Pizza is just, I wouldn't doubt if he's sucking a cock right now.
Yeah, I mean, the guy farts and he shits himself. Because he's got a fucking tuna can for an asshole.
See what I mean? See what I mean, guys? That's bizarre shit. That's something like a gay guy would say about, how a straight guy would be like, her pussy's so loose, it's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. Some shit like that. That's what gay guys would make jokes about other gay guys. Like, he's gotten so many dicks in his ass like a tuna can. The fuck? Who says that? Gay guys. Give me a second. I got an answer from my Shanna. All right. Let me see. Right, Braden is getting older. He doesn't require as much attention. It's the last thing he even wants. He likes our attention when he's just with us. You know what I mean? Any other time, like if it comes down to, hey, Braden, you want to come out with me and your mom today, or are you going to hang out at Liam's or something? Guess which one he's going to pick. He's not going to pick hanging out with us. From his parents, nor does he want it. Exactly. I'm one of the biggest FBS's biggest donors. You must donate. That's right. You must, guys. You can't just leave fucking Hey Now hanging. Come on, man. Some of you guys, you can't tell me you ain't got $10, $15, $20 laying around. Even $1, $2, $5. I know you got something. I know you do. Because how could you not? Hey there.
You know what I mean? Shanna time is come change my diaper, baby. Yeah, she's crocheting. She's crocheting downstairs in her crochet room. He put her in the room where, you know, somebody might throw a missile through the window, thinking that he's in there.
Yeah, I'm sure that's gonna happen. What do you even know? What you're not even really sure. You just know what I tell you, fuckface.
You know what I mean? What a scumbag.
And besides, every single room, I'm in front of a fucking window too, stupid. Everybody is. There's a window next to all of us. It's called a room. He's like, this cocksucking loser put his wife next to a window. Anything could happen. This fucking coward cocksucker. So stupid.
You know what I mean? I told Eric Force.
And he acts like, I love how Tony acts like, you know, like I put her there. Like I picked her up, like on the Flintstones, and I sat her in the room. And I said, this is where you'll stay, bitch. And then I closed the door and ran upstairs. Okay.
That, you know, that window he sits next to, it'll be...
Damn, it's 3:05 already? 3:05 all the way live? Live from 3:05? I thought there was more.
To fucking walk up and blast him during a fucking live show. Take his head right off his shoulders. As soon as Eric Force told him that, he moved his fucking room. He moved his room upstairs and they put Shannon in the
what
fucking...
did he just say?
Moved his fucking room.
What did he just say?
It'll be easy to fucking walk up and blast him during a fucking live show. Take his head right off his shoulders. As soon as Eric Force told him that, he moved his fucking room.
Eric Force never told me anything of the sort. And I guarantee you never said it to Eric Force. But if you did, he certainly didn't say that to me. Believe me. Not even anything close to that. You stupid ass. He's so full of shit. He just makes things up as he goes.
He moved his room upstairs and they put Shanna in the fucking hotspot.
Yeah.
That's how much he loves Shanna. In the blackout, he tells the whole world, my doors are wide open, my wife's sleeping in the dark.
Yeah, never did I ever say my doors are wide open. It's just how he makes shit up. I mean, because why would I? First of all, my doors are locked constantly. I don't take any chances. It's a reflex. Last night, I fucking, Shanna wasn't even in bed yet. I locked the fucking bedroom door because I realized she wasn't in there. Okay, that's how bad I am. Everything's locked. Nothing's ever wide open. He's so full of shit. Meanwhile, Tony, what do you mean? You fucking, I came to Florida to possibly do something to you, or maybe even your mom, and you left the state. And before you left the state, because you did leave the state, we know that. But in the very beginning, according to you, you were at her house. So you brought the trouble to your mom's house. Instead of saying, oh, FBS is in Englewood where my mom lives, I'm going to drive this way. I'm going to go live and let him know which way I'm driving to get him away from my mom. You know what I mean? Oh. He says, Ma, you're on your own, bitch. And he gets in the car, formerly known as a caddy, and he takes off. By the way, Tony, I'll tell you the actual story since you like to make things up. As everybody knows, when my mom passed, I didn't come in this room for like 3 or 4 months. And then finally I decided to fix it up, okay? So I came in and I painted and fixed some stuff with the outlets and some other shit that needed to be fixed, right? And that was it. We left the room. It was just had a bunch of paint cans and shit in it. It was empty. And then me and Shanna were talking one night, and she said, well, I would, I'd love to have a room like you have, something like that along those lines, which she never said anything like that before. So I said, well, why don't you take my mom's room and I'll stay where I am. And she said she didn't want to be in my mom's room, probably for obvious reasons. And she knows that I would like to be, because I told her when I was painting in here, I felt much better, with grief and stuff. I felt closer to my mom. So she said, why don't you take your mom's room and I'll take your room down here? And I said, okay. And that's what happened. Stupid fuck. Why can none of these losers say Shanna's name correctly? It's Shanna, not Shauna or Shanner. I know. They're all one dumber than the next.
Go to Applebee's, but there's like a safe full of money, 72 pairs of fucking Jordans, and a lot of jewelry in the house. He's trying to get rid of that bitch. He's trying to get rid of her.
A safe full of money? I wish. I'm broke, Tony. I'm on here for donations. If I had a safe full of money, I'd be chilling somewhere right now. I'd be living my life. No. I'm poor, man. Safe? I don't even have a safe. What's a safe? And jewelry? What, you mean the fake stuff? The fool's gold and shit? Man, none of that shit's real. Fuck out of here. You think I can afford real gold jewelry? What, are you crazy?
No.
Diamonds? Fuck out of here.
He's probably got a life insurance policy on him.
Oh, yeah.
He's trying to collect 100.
I told you, if you ever wonder where does this stuff come from, because you see how he just makes shit up as he goes, but stuff like that specifically, it's in his mind. You know what I mean? That's already in his mind. Never did I even think about taking a life insurance policy out on Shanna. Never. But Tony, I bet you he's thought about if he could do it with his mom. He knows if he ever had a woman, that's the first thing he would do, because everybody is a dollar sign to him. And if they don't represent money, they're useless. Their presence in his life is meaningless. He doesn't give a fuck. So that's how he thinks, you know? If you notice, everything he says about me and Shanna, every scenario he puts me in is some situation where I'm being taken care of by her, where I'm only here because she has a house, and I can do YouTube all day because she pays for everything, even though you guys see me make a fucking living. You know, what he's describing to a T is SoFlo's situation, except he's, projecting it onto me. It's absurd. And not only SoFlo's, his too. He's been trying to get back into his mother's womb since he was fucking born. He just wants to be taken care of. His mother said it to us on the phone. Go to the Natalie Caruana Christie channel. You'll hear the clip where she said he wants to scare me, so I let him come back here. And even with people saying they were going to grape her and everything else, she still wasn't scared enough to let Tony come back there.
Mama, sell your house and go to Florida. Sell your house.
Yeah,
I'm going to sell the house and move to Florida. He thinks that I'm trying to stop her from selling the house because I'm afraid of him?
Yes, you are. You are. And no, I didn't tell Shanna to sell the house. It's a joint decision. You know that, right? Like, I count here too, and I pay bills here too. He's so fucking stupid. Sell the house, Shanna. Tony, let me explain something to you, okay? Because this is, I don't want to say this, because I just said I'm poor, but being honest, Tony, you have this idea that I'm only here because I need Shanna to take care of me. All right. And now that I want to go to Florida, I only want Shanna to come because I want the money from the house and we'd have to go to Florida. I need her to take care of me there. Tony, I love her to death. For me to have stayed here all these years, and quite honestly, especially since my mom died, and not have gone to where I want to be, where my health would be 1,000 times better, where I'd be out in the sun every day, I'd be exercising, swimming, where I'd be in paradise, living my dream. I stay here because I love and adore Shanna, okay? I can't stay here no more, and luckily, Shanna doesn't want to anymore either, so we'll be moving. But if I wanted to, if Shanna was nothing to me like you say she is, I have enough money now that I could leave here today, okay? I could go to Florida, I could get a nice little one-bedroom apartment, and I could be living like a fucking king. I could be living like a king. I could have, yeah, I'm not saying I could be driving Lamborghinis and stuff like that, but I mean, I could keep my bills so fucking low, and there's different things I could do. I could valet park, I could DJ, I could get back into DJ, and I could DJ anywhere in Florida. I could do any of that shit. Easy peasy, no problem. I could go. I don't need a dime from Shanna, not a cent. But when two people love each other, they don't leave each other like that. And I'm not going to leave my beautiful Shanna. What might have happened is if Shanna said, let's just say this year, she said, next summer, then I would say, Shanna, I love you, baby. I love being with you. Every minute away from you, I miss you. But I'm moving to Florida now. You can meet me there with Braden next summer, okay? But I'm going to be going now. I'm being perfectly honest with you. There's no question. I will be, baby, before November hits, I'm in Florida. Please meet me next summer. I'll be waiting for you. You know what I mean? That's what would have happened. I'm determined. There's no stopping me.
No, sell your house, you stupid retard. Sell your house. So you and your son can be homeless in Florida. This ain't a welfare state. You ain't gonna be able to afford down here. I don't give a fuck how many white.
It's a red state. It's by definition a welfare state, you stupid fuck. Red states have more people on welfare per capita than blue states do. I told you, red states are the worst in every metric. Highest rates of teen pregnancy, highest rates of poverty, lowest levels of education, meaning less high school graduates and people with advanced college degrees. Highest infant mortality rate, baby deaths, since you don't understand those words, Tony. Low, did I say lower life expectancy and terrible health care? Highest rates of violent crime. All of that stuff is in red states, not blue states. And of course, the highest per capita welfare funding in all of America are in red states. The top 10 states are red states. New Mexico might be one that's kind of purple, I don't know, but
Any white ass wipes you make. He was gonna get the Bugsy Siegel special.
what up, Michael?
As soon as I told Forrest that, Forrest told him. Forrest is a
Yo. Oh my God, man.
right. Forrest is a 50-year-old loser on his mother's
You can't
porch.
just have a doctor's
You know
appointment.
what I mean?
You can't just have a doctor's appointment. In the last 20 minutes, I've gotten 2 text messages to remind me I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. This is why I stopped going to these fucking... I haven't been to a device check in like 8 months. Because it just irritates the fuck out of me that they make... If you don't show up, they'll make an appointment for you and tell you got to be here. Fuck out of here. I probably won't go tomorrow either. Fuck that. I'll do anything I don't want to do. I'm just laughing at something Eric just sent me. all right.
Forrest for being a loser on his mother's porch. But you know what I mean? Like it was a big sin for me to go home after, you know, all the years I missed with my family. All the years that I missed.
Yeah, but I've been doing it for 10 fucking years. There's never anything wrong. The EKG is always fine. There's never any events. When your defibrillator goes off, it's like a mule kicking you in the chest. There's no way I could, even if it happened in my sleep, I would know. Yeah.
You know, I don't know. This guy's so obsessed and jealous with me. Keeps calling me entitled. I'm entitled this, I'm entitled that, but he's the one that's fucking entitled to all his Sims paychecks.
No, Tony, I asked people to donate. You have threatened to dox people. You have told them straight up that they've been giving you money for so long that you're spoiled by it and they can't stop now. You have attacked every single person who did donate a lot to you and then stopped donating to you. You sit in a parking lot with a sign and get pissed off when people don't throw free money at you. And if they bring you anything other than money, you throw a fucking fit and call them stupid because they're supposed to know that all you really want is cash. You're a fucking asshole, bro. Entitled as they come.
Yeah, he was a patient once, and she was his nurse. You lose him, how you get him. Absolutely. Absolutely.
This is a bunch of hurt people. You know what I mean? Like Brad Beil. That's probably Brad that said that. This is a bunch of hurt people. Like people that have been crushed by a woman. You know what I mean? Women probably divorced them or walked out on them, took the kids, if there is kids, took everything they own, you know, and now every time they see anybody in a relationship with a woman, they're like, better watch out. You know what she's going to do to you, right? You guys are such lonely incel fucktards. I don't know how you wake up every morning and live with yourself. I don't know.
Using her for the last payday after he gets his hands on that $100 grand.
Oh, God.
Trust me, he's just like his daddy Enzo. He's gonna disappear.
Who is Enzo? He says this every video. Do you mean Nunzio? Nunzio. That's who you mean, right? Enzo. This is how you know he's not Italian. He doesn't know the name Nunzio. That's like when we were at an aunt and uncle's of mine a couple of years ago, me and my mom and Shanna, and my uncle kept calling him nuns. How, you know, have you talked to nuns? You know, nuns. And Shanna looked at me and said, "Who's nuns?" I said, "That's my dad, Nunzio." She said, "Oh." But Shanna's from Mountjoy, Pennsylvania. You know, you're not supposed to know the name Nunzio.
Desert, like, he doesn't want no part of her. And he knows that once they come down here, oh my God, Shannon will be a fucking commodity with all the fucking brothers.
Let me tell you something, bro. It's not easy for a man, and I'll say straight up, a man like me, to walk into a situation where there's children, okay? So that when I propose to a woman, that means that I'm choosing to take on all your bills, and I'm choosing to take on the responsibility of a father all over again, okay? When men are in that situation, if you wonder to yourself ever, I wonder if he really wants to be with the woman, stop wondering, because he does. People don't just say, hey, let me quadruple my responsibilities and cut my money down to a third, you know, but I don't really want to be with the bitch. That's not how it works, Tony. None's your business. Yeah, none's your business. He said the worst things about a lady the other day about the care package she was handing out to homeless people. He is a straight scumbum. He is, bro. He is.
The cold burner haircut, you know, and that fat ass.
Tony, you don't know white girl. He's cool burner haircut. He doesn't know. Tony's never lived in the hood. Shanna's haircut is not the haircut of a woman that only fucks black guys. Believe me, I could spot those haircuts from a mile away. I could tell you what they're like. And none of them, it's called a bob, I think, whatever that she has, which a zillion people have. White people. He's looking for signs. This is the kind of guy that he's miserable because he believes he can't get a woman unless he's black. So he's pissed off at any woman that might look like she dates black guys.
Yeah, they like that fat ass, the homeboys down here. Especially with that cold burner haircut. Yup.
Now he's talking about a fat ass? Okay, you're really checking Shanna out, aren't you, Tony?
Yeah, he ain't got a shot. They'll literally walk into his house, bitch slap him, and tell him he's dismissed. You think she's a gangster? Please.
No, not by any stretch of the imagination. Far from it. Never was, never claimed to be. You think you're a gangster.
That fucking armful of fucking cartoon tattoos. Omerta, brass knuckles.
Omerta. That's how you know he's not Italian. He can't even say Omerta. He can't say it. It's Omerta. Like it's spelled Omurda.
What a clown. What a fucking clown. I mean, he really believes his own bullshit.
Tony, you should probably be more worried about your club fingers than my tattoos. Because you got serious heart problems going on.
When he shows his fucking forearms, I laugh my balls off. I laugh my balls off so hard because who was your tattoo artist? Oh my God. I've seen better tattoos done in a fucking county jail cell using checker pieces.
Told you they're beautiful. No, you have not. I assure you. Quality fuckface. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you what. A lot of people love this tattoo. It's a pretty good tattoo, the lion. I do not love it. I'm getting that removed. And everybody thinks I'm insane because it's pretty fucking good. But the one eye is a little bit smaller than the other eye. I'm not bullshitting. So I'm getting it removed. So if I had, and this too, the RIP Dink is getting removed. So anything that was fucked up like that, I'd have removed. I would never have a jailhouse tattoo. My tattoos cost a fuck. I have more fucking money on my arms than you have in all your worldly possessions, fuckface.
This guy is a fucking moron. Fucking moron. Shanna will end up going back to his brother. No, Brian got married. Brian got married. He's living in squalor with his wife and daughter.
Yeah, that's because Eric, what was I going to say? Brad Beil convinced Tony that my brother lives at 800 South Pine Street in York City. That was literally 20 fucking years ago. And somehow he can't find my brother's current address. It's amazing. But Tony, my brother lives way better than you ever will. He's an amazing father. He's a great husband to his wife. He works his balls off. He works constantly. I mean, you can barely even get a hold of him most of the fucking time. He's always working on one house or another. You can never shine my brother's shoes, fuckface. You never could. And when you say he got married, Tony, yeah, he got married 10 years ago. He acts like it just happened. Brian got married 10 years ago. I was in jail. And I couldn't go. And I was in jail with my best friend's girl's cousin, and my best friend and that girl were getting married. We missed their wedding too, so we were in there on their wedding day, all upset. So, you know what I mean?
He wants his brother to buy his house. Formerly known as a barn.
No, not true. It should be formally known as a house, not formally known as a barn. You fucking moron. My brother was considering buying the house. What I've said is that if we wanted to get up and leave without selling it, we could rent it to him.
House.
My brother wanted to buy it about a year ago. He had plans for it, and that's it.
They call it a house, but it's formerly known as a barn. You know what I mean? Fucking things like built in the 1800s. The fuck out of here.
What do you mean? Like most row homes in big cities and places like Queens and Brooklyn and the Bronx? Yeah, a lot of homes were built back then. And actually, yeah, this probably was built in the 1800s. A lot of homes were. You know what I
mean? They're lucky that it went up in equity. And he wants to sell it right away. What a
Tony, this house got appraised for $240,000 like 5 years ago. Okay? It didn't go up in equity recently. Go up in equity. He's such a dildo.
Oof. Yeah, we're going into World War III.
Does he even have a tattoo? I don't even know if he does. Oh, he has the Maltese cross, right? Oh.
Sell his house, move to Florida. We don't want any jihads down here. Keep the Perkins in Pennsylvania.
Can I just say this real quick without anybody getting mad at me? One of the funniest things I find about the people on the right, not just Trump support, people on the right, Republicans. Like, for example, well, I won't use nobody specifically. I could right now because I saw something earlier, but people on the right, if you even mention the Second Amendment to them the wrong way, they will lose their motherfucking mind and tell you how you cannot infringe on my rights to keep and bear arms. This is the Constitution we're talking about. And then they'll say some shit like, Muslims have no place in this country. And I'll say, wait a minute, you're forgetting about another amendment, okay? Freedom of religion. which means literally anybody is free to practice any religion they want in this country. And they're like, fuck the Constitution. So full of shit. Listen, all of your religions are bullshit, okay? All of your religions are bullshit. Who cares what God different people fucking pray to? None of them exist. It's all nonsense. It's fairy tales. It's kid stuff. That's like Santa, somebody, a big fan of Santa saying, well, I love Santa. He should be here, but that tooth fairy has no place in this world. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, Gina and FBS got the same tattoos.
No.
Yeah.
One tattoo.
Right.
I have like 25 tattoos, bro. I have them on my back. I have them on my chest. I have them on my stomach. I have them all over my arms. Me and Gene Borello have one tattoo that's the same word. It's not even the same tattoo.
You know what I wanted to talk about? I watched James Proctor.
And I guarantee you I got it long before Gene did. Long before Gene did.
Chris Colombo. And if anybody remembers when I was trying to be a gentleman to Jimmy Sleazy, and I, went over there to tell him that it wasn't me that said that he was a fake. And he was being a gentleman back. I said, yeah, bring him up on the panel. And that little gay guy with the jihad guy with the fucking side cheek stashes, the guy that closes up Brooklyn that doesn't come from Brooklyn, started trashing me like FPS. And then I came out and said, this guy's another Anthony Caiucci.
I think you meant Anthony Caruana.
Guy's another Anthony Caiucci, the fake fucking...
This is coming from the fakest mob guy on here. The Jimmy Caiucci guy's a jerk off, but I guarantee he's more connected than Tony ever was. Basically everybody is, okay? And same thing with Jimmy Easy. Now, about Jimmy Easy, real quick, let's be done with Tony for this show. A lot of people are asking me about this guy, okay? One thing I know for sure at this point is there are a lot of people who don't believe him. They don't believe his story, okay? I don't know his story. I have never listened to 5 minutes of his show. It's no offense to him. I hate mob stuff at this point. I don't want to hear about it, okay? I can't stand, if I hear another mafia story, I'm going to throw up. I don't want to hear any of it anymore, okay? And mafia guys are all jerk-offs, period. But I got to tell you, if this was years ago, I'd be all over Jimmy, and I'd be, scrutinizing the shit out of his story. I don't care. Okay, I don't. If I found out he's a full-blown fraud, I'd call him out for it, yeah. But I know this. There's court records that he was an associate of the DeCavalcanti and Gambino families. Now, is everything he says he does true? Probably not, because they all lie. Gene Borello said he has a body. He actually said he has two bodies at one point. He doesn't even have one. Okay, John A. Light said that he was in on the Castellano hit when that's not even a fucking possibility. I guarantee you John Jr. didn't even know about the Castellano hit before it happened. Okay, they're all full of shit to some extent. All of them. Okay, because you know why? If they're doing what they're doing for money, which most of them are, 90% of them are. Sometimes, if you're just an associate, I don't know. To me, if you were involved in the mafia at all, it's pretty fascinating. But some people don't think so. Like John A. Light could have told the true story about himself. It would have been fascinating. No question. But he added and added and added, and he turned himself into a fraud. Okay? When he could have been the real guy, he turned himself into John A. Light the fraud. A lot of these guys do that. A lot of guys lie. They knew this one. They knew that one. They went to visit this one in jail. We know all the stories, okay? They're doing it for money. They're caking it on thick. They're trying to fucking make their stories as exciting as possible so there's some big bad mafioso, when in reality they were probably just a knockaround guy of some sort. Now, I don't know this guy, so I hesitate to say anything like this, at least that he's lying. But I mean, I'm assuming the base of his story that he grew up in a certain area and he was connected to certain people and he was involved in certain things is true. If he's saying shit that's unbelievable, then it probably isn't true. You know what I mean? But I just don't have the interest anymore. I just don't. I don't care. You know? I do go after frauds, though. So like I said, if somebody sent me a clip where he said something outrageous, like I heard he said something about he was supposed to kill John Gotti or something. That's not true. I don't even need to hear any of the story. That's not true. You know, I don't even know if he said that. That's just what I heard. And I think I heard Pizza saying it, so consider the source. But Tony, whether it's John A. Gene Borello, Jimmy Easy, Jimmy Calandra, Bobby Luisi, Michael Franzese, Sammy the Bull, anybody, they were more of a mafioso than you ever were, even if they weren't even really a mafioso, okay? There's no question about that. You have never held a gun in your life. You've never sold a drug. You've never committed a robbery. You've never done anything of the sort. All of us are closer to being gangsters than you ever were. Everybody, not even just the mob guys, everybody. Okay? You are a complete fraud. When you talk about people like Jimmy Easy, you wish you were even connected to the people he was. And believe me, I searched him thoroughly. For the people that don't believe any of his story, if you look it up, it's not just his story. It says plainly that most of his stories, there's nobody to corroborate them. There's no reason to believe it's true, okay? But as far as who he is and where he's from and who he knew and stuff, it's true. It's documented in court records and court filings and all that shit. So, Tony, before you call anybody out, just remember, you don't know nobody. You never knew nobody. If you did, your claim to fame is Peter Pasta, a joke of a fucking mob guy. Nobody would ever take seriously. And Tony Pep's son, who is just Tony Pep's son, he's a fiend. Okay? When he says, I got a score for you, Tony, it's like, you know, robbing a fucking gas station with a fucking, you know, a bat or some shit. You ain't even got a gun. You guys are not, you're not for real, Tony. Nobody takes you seriously. Nobody. So even if the majority of one of these guys' stories is bullshit, they're still what you claim to be. They were actually that. You know? So you're such a fucking clown. I mean, at some point you have to realize not even your dumbest follower believes you were ever even associated with the mafia or connected to a single person that was. No fucking way. And if you knew Tony Pep's son, it's because you grew up in his neighborhood. That's it. That's it. It's just like, quite frankly, I always say it about Joey Molino. If you're from South Philly and you know Joey Molino, that's not a flex. If you're from South Philly, it's impossible not to have met Joey Molino. He's every fucking where. That's a fucking, I think South Philadelphia is 10 square miles or some shit. It's not big. Okay? A lot of people know each other. So when you know a person because you grew up around them, well then I guess I know Joe Messino because he had a social club not far from me. You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? Anyway, that's it, guys. I appreciate all of yous and the Giannini crew too. I must have known them as well. They were a couple blocks away on 77th. All right, guys. I appreciate yous. I love yous. I'm highly disappointed in the complete and total downturn of donations here. The total lack the last several days. But I'm going to keep faith in you, and I'm going to do another show later and try again. I love yous. Peace.